Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Prof. CK, and this is AllTheMod 7 to the Sky. Let's get started. Well, alright then. Welcome to the Twilight Forest. We might be a little undergeared. So, since last time, didn't do a whole lot. Twilight Forest portal is just a ring of flowers around a 2x2 of water. You throw in a diamond. You jump through, and apparently immediately get eaten by spiders. Let's do something about that. So first thing we're going to do is make a bit of armor. It's melted up some cobalt. This is the Tinker's armor. It's actually not bad. So if we make all of the pieces, got to make a bunch of chains. I think it's 6. Let's see. So if we compare this Tinker's chestplate, 7 armor, 2 toughness, 1 knockback resistance, to netherite, 8 armor, 3 toughness, 1 knockback resistance, that's not bad. And we have plenty of cobalt, and it looks kind of cool. Hello. Let's also grab some torches. And I want to make a backpack. So backpack is a great utility for exploring. Haven't really had a need for it because we're on a skyblock, but leather, chest, string gives us some storage space. It's also upgradable. So, you can dye it whatever color you like. So we turn that into the iron backpack, lots more space. Turn it into the gold backpack, even more space. Turn it into the diamond backpack, you'll see the pattern. Lots of space. And we should be able to go all the way to netherite. Grab our handy smithing table. Netherite backpack. So we have all of this space available, just whatever we want. There's also the settings, so we can control if things go into the backpack or to the inventory by default. We can tell it to sort and not sort. I like to turn sorting off on the bottom row. That might change. We can set memory, so if we were to, say for example, put our stake in that first slot, we can say memory, click on the stake, and if we take that out, it's got a little ghost image to remember it. When we shift the stake in, it always goes there. And we can have display settings to show what will show at the top of the storage. This is much more relevant for the the sophisticated storage barrels, which we don't have in this pack. The other thing we can do is upgrade it. So for example, we could make a feeding upgrade. Now, the feeding upgrade does exactly what it says on the tin. It will feed us. Oh, do we not have melon? We don't. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, that was pretty quick. So glistering melon. So the feeding upgrade will let the backpack automatically feed us with food from its inventory. And we can upgrade it further to the advanced feeding upgrade that will give us some extra controls we'll take a look at. The other one I want to make is this advanced pickup upgrade, which will make it automatically pick up items, which we'll take a look at. So we'll put in the feeding upgrade, we'll put in the pickup upgrade. Now, with the advanced, we get these settings on top. The basic doesn't have these. Only feed when the player is hungry enough to only waste half hunger points, so don't waste any hunger points, or as soon as we're hungry. I'm going to set it to don't waste any hunger points, except if I'm hurt, ignore that setting. So it will automatically eat the food as long as I'm going to get the full value of the food, or if I'm hurt. The other thing we can do is use this whitelist to say, only feed me steak. So if other food ends up in the backpack, it won't eat it. And let's go ahead and grab also the toast. I think that's the only food that I've made so far. So we'll go ahead and whitelist toast. We'll put the toast there. We're going to set a memory for that. Now, and also if we don't want it to feed, we can just click this little green button to red, and it will deactivate the feeding upgrade until we turn it back on. We'll go ahead and leave that on. For the pickup settings, I want it to match backpack contents. So we can tell it a white list of only specific things, a black list where it can pick up anything. So if we drop that cobblestone and pick it up, it goes straight in the backpack. Or match backpack contents. So if we say put the wheat seeds in here, we drop the seeds, we drop the wheat, and pick them up. The wheat was not already in the backpack, but the seeds were. I find this more convenient, and I can choose what's in the backpack and what's not. And then the last upgrade I want to make is the stack upgrade. This is the tier 4 with netherite. We're not going that far, but we can make the iron so instead of holding 1 stack, each slot can hold 2 stacks. And then we're going to upgrade it to gold. So 4 stacks per slot. And I don't think we have enough diamonds. Yeah, not even close. So we'll go with the gold one. And now, if we were to grab some more cobble, I've got this hooked into the drawer over there, so there's just a silly amount of cobble in the system. You see it'll hold 256 in each slot rather than just the normal 64 stack. So let's go ahead and put this stuff away. Take a nap, although it doesn't really matter since the Twilight Forest is always twilight, never daytime. And pop back in and see if we can deal with that spider in our face. Oh, and one last thing. There is a curio setting for the backpack, a slot, so we can keybind it and keep it out of our inventory. All right. Let's go do the thing. All right, so we spawned inside of a labyrinth. This is not ideal, but we should be able to find our way out. So we can do the map or we can cheese it. So before we do anything though... Oh, shoot! Why are you still spawning? I thought I lit you up. Actually, you know what? Let's just break that spawner. We'll put all this junk in the backpack. And since I have Silk Touch on our pick, we actually got to keep that spawner. And anything good in here? Yeah, some stuff. I generally break chests after I pick them up so that I know that that's something I've already picked up. Alright, so let's add a waypoint. Just right click here, add waypoint. We'll be able to find our way back home. And if we pillar up, this is the hedge maze, but we're pretty close to the exit on this side. Oh, there's a druid. So let's go ahead and we're going to cheese it. Now, if you step on the hedge, you will take damage, so don't do that. And we're going to add some torches so that we can find this again when we're ready to go home. Now, it seems like it's dark and it's about to be nighttime. It's always this dark. It will never get lighter. It will never get darker. And we got here. We have a well. Anything in here? Sometimes there's loot in the bottom of these. And no. Now the thing that we're looking for is a raven. Now there's another well. We can jump in here really quick. Any loot down at the bottom of this one? Yes. Let's take everything. Do our little cheesy, get some air. Oh no, we gonna make it? We made it. All right. Oh, we got a charm of life. Interesting. We'll check that out later. What we want to find though is, like I said, a raven, and the raven will give us hopefully a feather, which we can then use to make a map. Ferdinand the Magical has awakened. That's a named boss. He's over there. No, don't want to deal with it. So I'm going to look around for a moment and see if I can find the raven. There is the Lich King's Tower. We'll need that to progress, but we're not ready for that yet. Oh, here is one of the obsidian spires, and usually the ravens congregate around here. And there he is. Hello. Goodbye. We have 4 raven feathers. That's what we needed. Let's go home. I will see you on the other side in just a moment. Alright, so let's take a look at some of this loot. So the raw ironwood can be smelted to make ironwood, which then can be used to make ironwood tools, armor. It's nice early, very early game stuff if you're doing kind of just a Twilight Forest playthrough, but honestly, it's just not terribly useful compared to what we can already make. We also got the Charm of Life, which should, let's see, it says it goes in the charm slot. Oh, the charm slot has our magnet. Okay, it's actually pretty good. It prevents you from dying. So if you would die and you have a Charm of Life on you, it brings you back with 5 hearts. So it's basically a totem of undying. We'll hang on to it for the moment. I'm a little sad that it's the same charm slot as the magnet, but I'm not taking out the magnet. Magnet's too good. And then finally we have the raven feather. Now the raven feather, oh, need torchberries. So we need to pop back in. Before we do that, we're going to do a /set home, which tells the game that this is our home location, and this is built into the pack. Some people say it's cheating. I say if it's going to build it in, I'll use it. You do the /home command, and it teleports you back to wherever you did the set home. So if we want our home to be, say, here, set home, /home. And it's cross-dimensional. So we can get there from the Twilight Forest, the Nether, the End. Oh, and another thing I noticed, I did this little cheesy cobble bridge. The exit's right here. Alright, so we need to find glowberries. I'm going to run around and look for a cave, and I'll be right back. So I haven't found the cave yet, but I did find an Ars Nouveau tree. So let's go ahead and grab this while we're here. We'll need that soon when we're ready to go do Ars Nouveau. And we've got some saplings. Throw it all in our backpack. And back to looking for the cave. Okay, here we go. Found it. So, didn't have to go too terribly far. We're actually right here. Unfortunately, I went that way. But torchberries. Just right-click those and grab them. We could. Can we get one more? Do we need one more? Because we have the magnet, they just come right up to us. And now we can make the magic map focus. So, /home. Torchberry, Raven Feather, Glowstone Dust. Paper, blank magic map. Now if we take a look at our quests, we don't really have a Twilight Forest quest line. So it's a little unfortunate. It does mention it in the getting started to go here. Nope. This one. To go to the Twilight Forest, fill a 2x2 hole with water, surround the edges with plants and flowers, throw in a diamond. We already did that. And now we can get AllTheModium in there. We have to find a hollow hill. And that's really everything it tells us about the Twilight Forest. But if we go to the regular old Achievements tab, Twilight Forest has its own internal quest line. We will be doing a portion of this. I don't know if we're going to do all of it. But enter the Twilight Forest, hunt some local wildlife to get the feather, craft the magic map focus, craft the magic map, and then eventually crafting the maze map when we get to the maze. We're not after that right now. So what we're going to do, oh, one other thing before we go in there. Remember we were able to get this Stonebreaker pick off of the Wandering Trader? Now is when it becomes super useful. So let's grab a piece of netherite. Let's come here. Boom, boom. Still Stonebreaker, still fully enchanted. Fortune 4. That's what I'm most excited about. We'll put that up here for the moment. It does have mending, so we don't have to really worry about breaking it. But this one's faster, and it has Silk Touch on it. So we go back in. We open up our map. We see we're in the bottom left corner of this map. And if we shift it to our offhand, it's a little easier to see. Okay. And I got myself lost. There it is. North and then right. So we're going to go northwest, open this map up a bit, and try to find a hollow hill. I'll bring you back when I get there. Okay, so I do see it on the map that way. It's this little triangle hill icon. So let's head over there. Well, here we are. So this is what we're looking for, this hollow hill. We can put the map away. Inside of here is... Who's hitting me? Oh, skeleton. We've got some more knowledge of death. Actually, you know what? Let's grab that really quick. So we've already looked and talked about this, but now that we're at level 5, we can raise our treasure seeker to 3. So we'll get a higher chance of getting those bonus drops. Might as well grab that really quick. And speaking of bonus drops, there it is. Now inside of this hill is all sorts of ores and all sorts of mobs. And in particular, the ore that we're looking for is AllTheModium. So we're going to do a little bit of that. We're going to kind of cheese our way in from the side. And make sure we've got our torch ready. And you can probably hear that guy. Yep, that guy. So if you go in here earlier in the game, you can get a lot of ores, but by the time you're geared up enough to deal with it, you probably are equipped enough, advanced enough in the progression that you don't really need most of these ores anymore. So let me find a way down. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to run around here, light this up, try to not get murdered. This place is chock full of mobs and spawners. I did turn the brightness up as high as I could, so hopefully you can see. But right now I'm mostly just interested in getting the lights up and not dying. Alright, I have completely run out of torches, so we are going to /home. Put away our loots. We get anything good? No, maybe. Oh, so these charm fragments, when you get 6 of them, you can make a charm like that phantom charm we got from the quest, which will keep that mob from seeing you. And then you can also make the charm belt, throw them all in there, wear them on your belt slot. It can be pretty handy. Okay, and after making our backpack, we found a gold backpack. That's alright. Find a use for it. Alright, and I actually want to try something a little cheesy. How do these work in the hill? You know what? As long as we're thinking about that. Torchmaster. Megatorch. The Megatorch prevents mob spawning. You know, it seems cheesy, but I'm going to give it a shot. Oh, one other thing. when you do a /home, you can also do a /back, and that will return you to wherever you came from. So let's plunk that down, and let's plunk, yeah, we'll put it there. And if we can get out of here, find our way back out. Now let's run around a bit. See how well this ferro flare lanterns are able to keep up. Okay, so that happened, and now I can show you what we were talking about with the key. So we're a ghost. If you have an ender pearl, there's a chance that you just get the enchanted key. If you don't, you can use an ender pearl. And teleport back to your grave. Now I'm still a ghost, they can't see me. So I've got a second to get out of the way. Ugh, it's going bad, it's all bad. Whew. So the thing that we're looking for looks an awful lot like gold, and it's getting a little frustrating. I'll keep looking, be right back. That's gold. Alright, there it is. Lots of going back and forth to repair, lots of /back /home. It took a lot longer than I want to admit, and I ended up doing a lot of that. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, there it is. There's more. Alright, so netherite pickaxe with fortune. Break those two. And we'll pillar up. Break that. Oh my goodness. So that was 3, it looks like. We're going to grab these diamonds while we're at it. So good news, the ferro flare lantern and megatorch cheese made it much easier. After that death, I didn't die again. I ran away, let things despawn, came back. But yeah, I ended up resorting to just that. Lots and lots of just vein mining the walls. And eventually, well, you saw, we found it. Very exciting. Let's go home. All right, we're home. Let's call that an episode. When we come back next time, we'll take a look at how we're going to use that AllTheModium. So if you have any thoughts, ideas, questions, suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for coming along, and I will talk with you next time. Bye-bye.